We have heard about the agreement that was signed between Sonatrach and VNG. They signed this new gas supply agreement that reinforces, of course, Algeria's position as a reliable energy supplier to Europe. And we have heard the German Chancellor today saying that Algeria is a reliable energy supplier to Germany. What does this mean, perhaps, for our country?
I mean, yeah. This is a great opportunity for both countries, Germany and Algeria. Germany is now with its technology. It has the know-how, but it's lacking of natural resources, natural gas, oil, and minerals. And I think that Algeria can play a crucial role in this cooperation. We know that Algeria, Sonatrach, about 2 weeks ago, delivered the first shipment of LNG, liquefied natural gas, to Germany. And this is the first one in history. And I think this is a good step forward if we go talking about cooperation in the energy sector, both fossil energies, oil, natural gas, and if we talk about renewable energies. Today I have heard that German Chancellor was talking about South H2 corridor. This would be a pioneer project. It's under feasibility studies at the moment. But it will be a pioneer project. Why? Because the Europeans at the moment, especially Germany, they are looking for low carbon energies. They want to phase out carbon from their industry. And South H2 corridor, it's like a pipeline with a length of 3,300 kilometers from Algeria, passing through Tunisia, Italy, Austria, and Germany. It's supposed to supply more than 4 MTPA, million tons of green hydrogen. So that green hydrogen will be produced in Algeria from renewable energies. This is a very, very great project, a promising project for both countries. I mean, Algeria and the European countries. So I think the situation now is getting better and deepening and strengthening the cooperation between both countries, because Germany at the moment, German economy is passing through very critical times. We know what happened after the war in Ukraine, how Europeans, they launched the program Repower Europe, which is talking about phasing out fossil energies and developing renewable energies, but they're still grappling with this strategy. And after that, we have seen how the problems with Strait of Hormuz started again in last February, and they are not getting natural gas from the region, from the Gulf countries.
Yes.
So this is a complicated situation for the German economy and for Europeans. And I think Algeria now is playing a big role, will play a big role in the future, because when we talk about Algeria, we talk about stability of supplies, we talk about a new route, and this is the big problem Europeans are facing today. They faced the lack of supplies after the war in Ukraine, and they faced another problem is the roads, insecure roads. There is no security of supply of natural gas and oil. And Algeria is very close to Europe and has secure area, a new corridor for Germany. And I think Algeria can play a pivotal role supplying Europeans and Germany. And I think the visit of Algerian president to Germany can strengthen this cooperation. And I think finally, Europeans, especially Germans, understood that Algeria can play a key role to supply Europeans with trusted, sustainable supplies of energy sources.
Trusted, sustainable energy supplies. Sonatrach shipped LNG to Germany, the first shipment actually. So should we see this as the beginning of a long-term transformation in Germany's energy partnerships, because it's the first shipment from Algeria?
Yeah, exactly, I confirm that. But let me shed light on natural gas and even for renewable energies. Europeans made a mistake by putting a huge investment in renewable energies, but at the end of the day, with the heat wave which hit Europe in the last few days, Europeans are grappling with energy consumption, local consumption, so they are demanding more natural gas. And I think the Algerian shipment arrived on time to Germany, And this is another lesson for Europeans that relying, let's say, talking about renewables alone will be not a solution for Europeans. They have to think about energy mix between renewable energies and fossil energies, and especially natural gas. Why natural gas? Natural gas is the cleanest among fossil energies. So that's why it will be like transitional source of energy. And the Europeans, they finally understood this, that natural gas will sustain for longer. Call it whatever you want, fossil or not fossil. Natural gas will sustain for a long time for all the economies in the world. Why? Because we have seen the heat wave. We have seen how, for example, France at the moment stopped 3 nuclear power plants in the last days because water became more warm that they cannot cool nuclear plants. Again, they called for more shipments of natural gas. So we have to accept, we have to say that renewables are not competitors to natural gas.
Okay.
They complete each other. This is what we can say. And Algeria has this flexibility. Algeria has natural gas, the cleanest among fossil energies, and Algeria has renewable energies. So that's why I think Europeans at the moment, they call in Algeria to supply more natural gas. And this is the first shipment to Germany, as I said before. And they are talking about South Arctic Corridor, which is a huge project. And they wish that the Europeans come to invest in this project. The priority at the moment for the Europeans, how to secure supplies. Securing supplies, the problem of soaring prices of natural gas and energy in general, and the big problem they are facing today in this year, you know that Europeans, they have to fill natural gas storage by 80% for the 1st of November each year. They have to get the 80%.
For winter time.
You know how much they are today. They are approximately 50%.
Yes.
So with the heat wave, high demand on natural gas, they are grappling this problem. And let me remind you that before the start of the war in the Middle East, natural gas prices in TTF, they were 31 euro per megawatt hour. You know how they are today. They are 50 euro per megawatt hour, an increase more than 85%. So this is a big problem we are talking today. How can we find a solution? It's not how to push more renewables. Yes, in good conditions, good climate conditions, we talk about renewables. But when we talk about the energy, security of energy, we talk about the critical times when you have a peak demand. Which source of energy you will find? Today, Europeans are running behind natural gas. So that's why they have to accept that we work to reduce carbon emissions. It's true, we work on it, but we have to accept that with renewables alone, they cannot reach their targets or their goals. That's why we all the time call to have natural gas as a backup or a main source of energy for all economies in the world.
So the solution would be a mix, not only rely on renewable energies.
Yes.
And of course, when we talk about the industry, we need access for zero emission energy, which is not gas. Gas is a very good backup solution, but talking about long term, we need renewable energies.
Maybe you want to perhaps answer the comment?
Yeah, I want to say that natural gas will sustain for a long time for all the biggest economies in the world. Just I want to tell you something, that in 2025, Germany imported about 96 BCM of natural gas. 40%, I say 40% of the natural gas imported by Germany in 2025 was oriented to industry, to fertilizers and the petrochemistry. So natural gas doesn't mean burning, doesn't mean combustion, doesn't mean CO2 emission. Natural gas is a source of fertilizers and also for the petrochemistry. That's why natural gas will sustain for longer. There is no country can talk about industry without investing in natural gas. And many companies in the world, the big companies in the world, they tried the last few years, that I can call British Petroleum, for example. They tried to invest in renewable energies, but just a few months ago, they decided to come back to invest in natural gas, because natural gas is not, I have to say, it's not combustion only. It's a source of fertilizers and even for a source of industry.
Mr. Boutamine, maybe now a little bit far from the energy sector, President Tebboune highlighted also helium, automotive manufacturing and mechanical industries. Why are these sectors becoming parts of today's dialogue, in your opinion?
That's good to highlight helium. You know, if we don't, how we get helium? There's few countries in the world they produce helium. Algeria, Qatar, United States, and Russia. You know why? We get helium when we produce natural gas. So if we stop investing in natural gas, we will not get helium. Helium is largely used in the chipset, in the manufacturing, in the medicine. So helium is very important, let's say, component for industry. I think helium, natural gas, and other resources can play a pivotal role to deepen and strengthen the cooperation between Algeria and Germany, because we cannot talk about advanced technologies without helium.
Okay.
So the industry, if we talk about electric vehicles, advanced, let's say, if we talk about data centers, we talk about helium. And they have to repeat it. We get helium when we produce natural gas. It comes with, mixed with. So that's why few countries in the world, they produce helium. And I think this cooperation, if we can get more investors from Germany in Algeria, and they have access to technologies, so we can build manufactories. And Algeria with its resources, with helium, with natural gas, but Algeria has very strong points. The price of power in Algeria is very cheap.
Yes.
Is very cheap. So that's why Algeria can play a big role to attract, entice foreign investments because of low prices of energy, because natural resources available. We have minerals, we have critical minerals, we have natural gas, we have a big project, TSUP, Trans-Saharan Gas Pipeline, which is coming from Nigeria.
Manpower as well.
Exactly.
Very competitive manpower in comparison to the other countries.
Exactly. So Algeria could be a hub for Africa. So we can supply minerals, we can supply natural gas, liquefied natural gas or piped natural gas. And I think Germany, at the end, they agreed to cooperate with Algeria. And this is why we wish to deepen and strengthen the cooperation between one of the largest economies in Africa, which is Algeria, with the largest economy in Germany. And I think this cooperation, strengthening this cooperation, can reach our targets, our ambitions.
And goals. Can they transform trade and investment between Algeria and Germany? And we're speaking now on the long term.
Yeah, I think this is, we'll have more business opportunities in the future. Let me highlight something very important. Before 2022, Germany had no terminal of LNG, zero. Today, Germany has five terminals of liquefied natural gas. The share of liquefied natural gas in Germany today is 10 to 15%. Germany wants to increase that share to 40 to 50% by 2030. Algeria now can play a crucial role to take part of that market share. And this is very important. So talking about a cooperation between Algeria and Germany, we should not talk only about natural gas or about renewable energies. We have to talk about the technology, the advanced technology German companies they have.
Yes.
We have to highlight that many German companies have relocated to China, to the United States. Why we don't see these companies coming to invest in Algeria? Because we have many benefits, we have many advantages compared to the other countries. We have all natural resources. We have oil, we have natural gas, we have minerals, and we have skilled engineers, and we have all conditions for investors to come into Algeria. And let me highlight one thing before I end my speech. Algeria launched the bid round 2026 to attract investors to invest in oil and natural gas. I think this is a good opportunity for German companies to come to invest in Algeria. They have a big problem and how to get secured and sustainable solutions for their oil and natural gas supplies. And I think coming to invest in Algeria will give them the opportunity to produce their oil, their natural gas, and they can play a crucial role to supply more products to the African market, to the European markets. And we know they are facing money troubles at the moment. And I think from Algeria, these German investors can play a role to supply more product and supply more, let's say, more solutions to the German economy.